You're watching iRacing on the Ghost Fire Media Network. You're watching iRacing on the Ghost Fire Media Network.
Hey, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another night of IVRL Buttkicker Racing. As we run into some technical difficulties right off the start. What a night! So I'd like to thank both of y'all for watching tonight. It's gonna be a great night.
Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Texas Motor Speedway. I always want to call this Texas World Speedway, I really do. But here, Texas Motor Speedway.
Not the same track.
No, it's not the same track.
No,
Texas,
no.
But it's almost as wide as Texas World Speedway was at the end of its life cycle.
Exactly.
I don't know how this track got so wide. I don't know what they did. They took out parts of I-392, I-92. They put it on the racetrack. They went down. They took off some County Road 14, put that on the backstretch. This thing is wider than a freaking ship. It's unbelievable. You could fit the USS. What the hell's the aircraft carrier? The Nimitz. You could fit the Nimitz down the backstretch. This racetrack. It feels like it's so wide. And in the corner, you could put a battleship and a freaking airplane. It's unbelievable how big Texas Motor
Only a mile and a half too.
Yeah, it's a mile and a half, but it's 4 miles wide. It's unbelievable. I feel like at times this place is wider than Talladega.
Ooh, I don't know about that. It's pretty close though.
But tonight,
it's no Michigan where you can put 4 cars wide on that one.
Tonight we begin the round of 8 in the IVRL Buttkicker Cup Series, and on your screen now, folks. Oh God, hold on. Now it's on your screen. Now you can actually see it. Are the 8 drivers currently in the round of 8? I'm going to go ahead and say it now. Joseph Causey is locked into the round of 4. He's 97 points ahead. He has 103 playoff points. I didn't think that was possible. I was shocked that Kyle Larson had 70, but Joseph Causey has 103. I mean, with the size of the fields we've been getting and just his performance in general, Joseph Causey is locked into the round of 4, so it's a 3-way battle right now. It's a 7-way battle for 3 playoff spots in the Championship 4. Patrick Gaspar currently sits in second with 4,024 points. Nicholas Weatherby in third with 4,012, and Thomas Carino Jr. in fourth with 4,009. Then right below the cutoff line, you got Cody McKinney with 4,006, Charles Urich with 4,006, Adam Wood with 4,006, and Ryan Cliver, who snuck his way into the round of 8 last week, with 4,001.
Well, it's going to be a good race between, I'm sure, probably the top 5 of those guys. Some of these other guys are going to be just kind of battling for those last little points that they can get, because we get down to 4 guys. You know, we know Causey, like you said, is going to be there. You might, I would say, let's look at that, and who do we think is going to be in the round of 4?
I'm going to finalize my prediction.
All right, let's go for it.
I've changed it a few times, but I'm going to finalize it. And if I change it from here on out, I'll shave my head. He's bald as stone cold if I change it from here on out. And I said it live on the internet, so it has to happen.
And believe everything you hear on the internet.
You can. All right.
Okay, what do you got there?
My
on.
championship 4: Joseph Causey, Patrick Gaspar, Nicholas Weatherby, and Adam Wood.
Okay.
That's my 4 drivers.
All right.
How about you?
I got Causey, Weatherby, Gaspar, and Cody McKinney.
Really?
Cody has been so strong lately. He really is. He has shown some brilliance in the last few races. So I'm gonna go with Cody. Adam, I hate going against Adam, but I just think that Cody's just been a little bit more, showing a little bit more strength in him.
I think we're coming into Adam's wheelhouse, though. That's why I picked Adam. I think we're coming into the tracks that Adam is good at. He showed in other leagues that he's good at Texas. He's shown that he's good at some of the tracks we have coming up. So that's one of the main reasons going with Adam. Not only because I want to keep my job next season, but, I mean, Texas and Kansas, I would almost say, besides the fact that Kansas is 3.5 miles not as wide as Texas Motor Speedway. They kind of drive the same. It kind of drives like in Atlanta. It's its own animal is Kansas. That comes up next week, but it's similar enough where I think Adam Wood is going to be in his wheelhouse. And then we go to Martinsville for the elimination race into the round of 4. And, I mean, anything can happen there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the one thing that could probably mess up either of our championship 4s is if something happens at Martinsville that we don't expect, like an unexpected winner or some payback from an incident that happened earlier in the season.
Or Blake Gordon shows up. Blake Gordon
shows up and he spins his tires and wrecks the entire field, and then, Blake just does Blake things.
You know what would be awesome? I would like for everyone that was a part of this league in the early part of the season, like out of the 40 guys that we had, I would like for them all to show up at Martinsville.
I'd like for 15 of them to show up. At least.
Oh, at least 15
Please.
Show up? I would love to see all of them. I would think it would be a lot of fun to see everyone that's been part of this league for the whole season or early on to show up. Just show up. Just make that Martinsville race just a giant cluster.
It's gonna be a cluster even if we have 5 drivers. So I'm excited. We know we have just a few guys left to run. We have like 12 guys running tonight. But we have 12 guys out there tonight. Yeah. We have Harvey Abrams, who sadly missed the round of 8 because he couldn't attend last week, and I think Harvey could have maybe snuck himself in there. And got up in the top
Derek
5,
Schilling is dropped out, so we don't have him anymore.
Yeah, Derek has retired. More to follow, I think, on that.
Well, not necessarily. He was a little frustrated last week with, I believe, who was it, the 11 car.
Yeah, the number 11.
Yeah, which not the same one this week, a different one.
No, same one.
Dalton Tucker is running the 11.
Oh, no, Dalton Tucker. What the hell?
Yeah, exactly. He was a different number last time. Now he's the 11, but no, it's not the same one. But anyways, he had a little issue with that. But also, Derek has got some issues going, some health issues going on right now, and we wish him the best in the future. But he's got a little stuff going on, so that has a little bit something to do with it as well.
I'm just going through the field here to make sure nobody else's numbers changed.
Yeah, Adam. Why is Adam Wood showing up in car 44?
He's not. Are you on?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay. I was going to ask if you were on some, smoky smokes. Okay. Anyhow, let's go ahead and get this up here for everybody so you guys can see how much time
By the
we have
way,
left in practice.
13 drivers right now.
13 drivers on track. Exciting things. Exciting things. 5.5 minutes until we get to qualifying here at Texas. I always want to call it Texas World Speedway. Here at Texas Motor Speedway.
It's a great American speedway, by the way.
I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
What would your opinion be the great American speedway be?
Well, Texas is far from the great American anything, but I'm going to leave that alone. A racetrack that embodies what you actually want in this country would be Nashville.
Nashville just basically got back in the
Yeah,
in
but
the game, so.
the area around it is what you want. Acceptance, equality, common sense, courtesy.
When's the last time you were in Nashville, Tennessee?
A year and a half ago.
Okay. Was that during the pandemic or after the pandemic?
Before.
Okay. A little different place now.
Birthplace.
You know what?
No, it's still, trust me, it's still a lot kinder, smarter, and nicer than Texas. Anywhere in Texas.
Maybe so.
Maybe not Jerry World, but everything other than Jerry World, yeah, you can keep it.
Oh, well. You know,
I feel bad for Adam.
Oh, boy. But tonight we'll be here at Texas Motor Speedway. We're off to a crazy start, to say the least.
Oh, I know what we could talk about for 3 minutes.
What's that?
The last 2 days of next-gen practice at the Roval.
Yeah.
There was so much going on. There was drivers overshooting corners. There were drivers driving in harder than I've ever seen them drive in at the Roval in a brand new car that they'd never driven before at a road. It was unbelievable. They blitzed, absolutely blitzed the fastest lap ever at the Roval for a stock car by like 4 seconds.
Yeah. Because you can drive that car.
Yeah, those things are quick. They're not slidey. They're quick. They're fun. They just look like they're planted. Denny Hamlin wanted to jump off a bridge, but I think that's for other reasons.
I mean, Bubba Wallace was faster in his practice time as well.
Bubba's a good driver. I think that once he gets good equipment, which I think next year will be kind of the leveling of the playing field, where it doesn't matter who you drive for, you're kind of going to be in the same thing, just because, A, all the equipment comes from the same people now, pretty much, except the motors. Chassis, brakes, wheels, all come from the same people. Nothing's made in-house. Motors, gearbox, exhausts. I think the batteries are still going to be made in-house. So there's not a lot that's left for the teams to have to make, which cuts down a lot of cost. But it's going to make it, I think, more even. Especially since most of the Chevy teams next year are getting Hendrick motors. Most of the Ford teams are getting Roush Yates motors. And all the Toyota teams are getting TRD motors. So I think everybody will be kind of on the even playing field next year. It's going to be very interesting to see who leads as the 2022 champion.
Yeah. That's going to be the big...
I think after next year, you'll probably see the separation again, because these teams will figure out things that they can build in-house to replace in the car that isn't required by NASCAR to be built outside. So, like if NASCAR doesn't require the trailing arms to be created outside, then the teams that can afford to not have to buy them and can manufacture them already have the equipment to make them, will make them themselves again. And it'll be, I think 2023 will be the real... This is who really stepped on it and got an idea of what to do with these cars. I think 2022 is going to be a level playing field pretty much.
I wonder how many people are actually going to be let go from the teams. because you're not going to need as many guys.
I know
in
a lot
the,
of teams, like the
fabrication.
bigger organizations, have started using them in other places. I know HMS kind of, recirculated some of their guys to JRM. Said, hey, we don't need them, but this isn't going into effect in the Nationwide Series. So, Dale, if you need more people to build things, here you go.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to shuffle people somewhere because, I mean, a lot of these guys are really, really good at what they do. But if their job is not, required in one area, you definitely got to shuffle them somewhere else.
I don't know what the rules package looks like yet. No, but they haven't, officially released it to the public, and I haven't been able to get my hands on a copy of it because I don't think they've released it to the media yet either. Yeah. So we really haven't been able to get anything on the rules package, so to speak, yet. It'd be a good question to ask Pat. Maybe he has, but I haven't. None of my contacts have.
Well, as things get closer to the end,
yeah, I think as we get closer to to Phoenix, I should say, as we get closer to Phoenix, and then maybe as we get closer to Daytona, that type of stuff is going to come out more publicly. But I know that there's a few pieces of the body that what I've heard they're allowed to work on and shape to a specification. It's not going to be they're all going to be out there cookie cutter cars. But they're not going to have as much leeway as they've had over the last 40 years?
Probably so. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot different. I would say as far as that goes.
It's gonna be a lot different. I think it's gonna be a lot more entertaining though. I think people are gonna be able to see, like, you're gonna take a look at next year's driver lineups, and then take a look at how many contracts are ending after next year, and then you look at 2023 and how many of these large teams have openings, like Stewart Haas. Hendrick won't, I don't think, unless they make one, which I don't think they will, because they have the young team of the sport. As the first lap for Nick Goebel goes on the board here, 30.08. That's not going to be anywhere near good enough. Yeah, over 3.
Carino's already topped that.
Yeah, and we're gonna watch Dalton Tucker here, as he hasn't come out yet, but Joseph Causey drops his first lap at a 30.31. He made a mistake in turn 2. So now Nick Goebel has actually lost more time on this lap because Thomas Carino is going to set his second lap before him. So Thomas Carino jumps up there with a 29.97, Nick Goebel the 29.82. So yeah, just nowhere near fast enough from Nick Goebel there. Ryan Cliver jumps to the provisional pole with a 29.74. Joey McKinney to third with a 29.8. And then Joseph Causey, the regular season champion, the man locked into the Final Four, jumps to the pole, provisional pole with a 29.41. As we look at Charles Urick on his first of 2 laps here, as he exits 4. He's going to cross the start-finish line. Charles is going to sit 7th fastest right now, provisional 7th. Nicholas Weatherby, provisional pole of a 29.67. After I say that, though, Adam Wood with a provisional pole of a 29.6. Can Weatherby increase? Weatherby out of 4 will go to a 29.66. The last man on the track that could take this from Adam Wood. Well, one of the last 3 men right now, Cody McKinney, starting his first lap. We'll watch Cody as we talk about a couple of things. But I know that there's a few things they can tweak to their specifications. Oh, wait, no, we got off of that. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, driver lineup. I think the 2022 driver lineup is going to change dramatically going into 23. And the reason I say that is because all these drivers who right now are accredited without having a ton of talent or don't have a lot of sponsor money, next year, with little to no sponsor money, as Cody McKinney goes across the start-finish, 29.87, nowhere near fast enough. Jason Miz with a 29.91. Dalton Tucker hasn't exited pit road yet. If he wants to make 2 laps, he's going to have to exit pit road in the next 36 seconds. Cody McKinney, can he jump up there on the second lap here? Through 3 and 4. Tight across the bottom lane. He's 2 miles an hour slower than Adam Wood at the center of the corner. Will he increase any on the second lap? And he will jump to 6 with a 29.72. nowhere near good enough.
Oh,
But
I'm actually shocked. As Adam Wood is this good at
that's
Texas.
crazy. Adam might be able to come out here tonight and put a stamp on the championship for tonight.
Yeah, that would knock
shake
me
up
right out.
everything.
Oh yeah,
That'll
definitely.
shake everything up because there'll be only 2 spots left at that point. But yeah, I think 23 is going to be different because I think 22 you're going to see a lot of these guys don't have a lot of talent, or so to speak, are told they don't have a lot of talent, or don't have enough sponsor money to be in the 24 or the 5 or the 18. I'm not saying those rides are going to become available because you're not going to bail on a Cup champion and in Kyle Busch just because maybe he has a bad 22. You're not going to bail on Kyle Larson, who's probably going to be the 21 Cup champion. Yeah, you're not going to bail on William Byron because the kid just keeps shooting for the moon every year and he just keeps getting better and better and better. But some of these guys, like Martin Truex could be on his way out. Ever since he came to Joe Gibbs Racing, he's been like a perennial favorite to win a lot of races, but not a championship guy at Joe Gibbs, which is kind of shocking.
Well, he did win a champion, but he didn't win one with them.
Yeah, he hasn't been a champion. He's been a championship topic type of guy, if you know what I mean. Like, they talk about him, but no one has come into the season going, this is Truex's year in Joe Gibbs. I think a lot of people, every time they think of Joe Gibbs, they think of champions. They go, this is the year Denny Hamlin finally gets it done, and then he doesn't.
Right.
And then they say the same thing going into Daytona. This is the year for Denny Hamlin, and then he doesn't. He's our version of Mark Martin, I believe. Denny is that guy who is so talented, but he makes mistakes and gets in his own way a lot, on the track and off the track. And who knows? You know, there's so many rides that could open up. After Brad Keselowski's first year at Roush Fenway, Keselowski, I'm assuming they're going to rename it?
I believe so.
I would assume it's going to be RFK. Like RFKR or whatever, kind of like Stuart Haas. I would assume maybe it'll be Keselowski Roush because that sounds better, but you got to fit Fenway in there somewhere. So I don't know, maybe Fenway, Keselowski, Fenway, Roush Racing. I don't know. The name just doesn't click like you.
Yeah.
So they're
Brad.
gonna have to,
I would use Brad.
Maybe they're gonna do like, I don't know. Maybe they're just gonna, hyphenate it to RFK Racing.
I would like
that.
I
sounds
would.
better than Roush Fenway Keselowski or Keselowski Fenway, whatever they do with it.
But there is an RFK already.
Yeah. So there's a ton of questions on what happens going into that, but I
KFR.
think what happens going into 23? Do they go from 2 cars to 3 or maybe 4 cars? Maybe Brad with his unbelievable. I found out what Brad Keselowski's worth the other day. I couldn't believe it. He's invested apparently unbelievably great, and they've all panned out for him. So whatever he's doing, keep doing it. But who knows? I mean, Bubba could. I don't think Bubba's going to go anywhere. I was going to say Bubba could go to a big-time ride, but I think by the time 23 run comes around, I think 23-11 racing is going to be a pretty big deal. They're going to have 2 drivers. You're going to have one of the best of all time in Kurt Busch.
Yeah.
But
Kurt Busch is only going to be around a couple more years.
Yeah, but you could see them go to a third. Like, that's the thing. 23 could look so different. It's next year is a complete unknown. Normally we can see the trajectory of the sport of, well, this team is kind of dying out. Like, you kind of, there's those one-offs like Levine Family Racing or whoever, what was it, Geico, the team that had Geico, the 13. They have a big truck team. GMS.
Yeah.
And GMS said, hey, we're pulling the plug. We can't do this anymore. That was shocking. But there's always those guys that are shocking. And normally you have people who you can see, this guy's coming, this guy's not. This is what we have in the future. This is what we think we're going to. Like, you can look at the Pitbull team. I don't know what the hell. The one with Daniel Suarez. Trackhouse.
You
can see
yeah.
they're going to be a damn powerhouse. They're not going to have just 2 cars in a few years.
No.
They're going to be the next 4-car team. I think we can all look at
BJ
the
McLeod's trying to increase his team too.
Yeah.
So
the 23 layout, I mean, it could look so different. Junior could come in, but you're going to have guys who you think now can't handle a big-time Cup ride from 22 are going to surprise you because it's going to be that level playing field. And in 23, they're just going to come out of nowhere and get these big-time contracts with these big-time organizations. And they're going to be championship racing in 23. So next year is that year for somebody to go make a career. Like a Josh Berry. Like Josh Berry took his shot this year in the Xfinity Series and absolutely blew it out of the water. Could you imagine if Junior says, hey, next year we're going to run 3 or 4 Cup races and Josh Berry goes out and wins one?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not unfathomable because we didn't think Josh Berry was going to come into the Xfinity Series and win races, especially at the tracks that he won at.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's not unfathomable. I think the guy has more talent than we've been led to believe. I mean, he dominated late model for, 10 years. So it's going to be crazy, though. What you see this year, what you see next year, you're not going to see anything like it in 23. The driver lineup's going to be completely different. Completely different.
I can tell you one thing. Watching these guys here at the end, they are just having some fun.
They are. They're having fun like we're having fun talking until the race starts. Then once the race starts, all business gets here.
Oh,
so
yes,
we can't have fun
business.
anymore. Now it's all of a sudden business time,
Well.
which is what it is right now. You know what type of business time it is right now? It's
Go
time to give
time?
everybody... It's what? Tool time.
It's
It's not tool time.
It's go time.
It's not tool time. I mean, it might be. I'm
That's
in
the
the
go
booth.
time.
It might be tool time. I am in the booth. That was
I'm trying to
silence, no laughter from the people in the back. So we're
Yes.
gonna go ahead and run down the field for you tonight. Starting on pole tonight here at the Texas Motor Speedway, the number 45, Five Guys Burger and Fries Ford Mustang of Adam Wood. In second, oh wow, it's a fast food front row. In second, the number 23, McDonald's Toyota Camry of Nicholas Weatherby.
Oh, you don't have the right paint scheme.
Huh?
The 23, I don't see that. I see a different car. I see.
Hey, hold on. It'll be a minute, everybody. It'll be a minute.
I see suicide prevention.
It'll be a minute. It'll be a minute. It'd be
Before
nice
we
if
get
my
to that, let me
trading
ask you
pants...
something. What number do you see the
I see
Ryan
Dylan Tucker
Clyburn
in 11. I see Ryan Clyburn in the 11. Be quiet. Leave me alone.
Wait, I see him in 12.
Oh, I see him in 12 on the thick. Leave me alone, okay? I had a moment. God damn it.
All right, let's go down this. Just go ahead. Just go ahead.
Starting in third, the number 86 of Patrick Gaspar. In fourth, the number 88 Toyota Camry of Joseph Causey. In fifth, the number 76 Charles Urich. In sixth, the number 14 of Cody McKinney. In seventh, the number 79 of Harvey Abrams. And here we go. Now they're updating. In eighth, the number 12 of Ryan Cliver. In ninth, the number 7 of Thomas Carino Jr. In 10th, the number 18 of Joey McKinney. In 11th, we're going to have the number 21. I think this is a debut tonight, in Tyler Brown. I don't remember seeing him at all this year.
I think he did one race. I think he did.
In 12th will be the number 24 of Nick Goebel. That one I know I don't have wrong. 13th, Jason Miz. And rounding up the field in 14th will be Dalton Tucker.
And that makes up your field here for the Texas Motor Speedway. Let's go, Brandon. 175.
No. The lights are off in the pace car. Oh my God, I can't believe you just said that. Billy Bob Joel III with the green flag. He's holding it. And the green is out, and away we go. Boogity, boogity, boogity here at the Texas Motor Speedway.
Yeah, they head down into turn number 1, side by side, 2 by 2. Down to the bottom of the track goes Adam Wood. He'll hold that bottom groove all by himself. As tucked in behind him, it looks like the Weatherby car is right behind him, trying to get a line, working on him. And down on the bottom, Patrick Gaspar holding that bottom groove. But right now, on lap number 1, look out. Adam Wood's going to have a challenge already, as here comes Nicholas Weatherby in that 23.
Nicholas Weatherby wants to call his shot too. He said he was fast here at the Texas Motor Speedway. He said he thought this might have been his opportunity. Oh, we got a spinner! Joseph Causey's around! Causey is around behind the field, and he's going to get it straight. We're going to stay green, and the whole field got jacked up, but Patrick Gaspar, Nicholas Weatherby, and Adam Wood have driven past that, gotten away. We have some cars with damage, and we'll update them in a moment.
Come across the stripe. Adam Wood is just by a half a car length over the 23 of Nicholas Weatherby. Weatherby just tried to stay in tow, keep the air clean on the back of that bumper so he can hold on to the back of that 45. But the 45 now of Adam Wood is starting to pull away from second place. Back in third, you have Patrick Gaspar back there hanging out by himself back there as we've had calamity already happen back there.
Yeah, it looks like Joseph Causey got a little loose on the outside lane. He got half spun around. The field behind him accordioned and slowed down just enough to not wreck each other. But they did get through it. No damage on a majority of cars, but there is a number 76 of Charles Urick, the back bumper, all jacked up on that machine. The number 14 of Cody McKinney, a championship contender, was able to get through that. But that could have been absolute devastation to begin the round of 8 for Joseph Causey.
It definitely could, and Causey, he may be able to afford maybe one race, but he won't be able to afford 2 races back.
97 points to the good coming into tonight. He could afford 1 race. Making it 2 would make it a lot harder on him. He might be okay with 2, but then he'd have to have a perfect 3rd race to make sure he doesn't get behind on the bubble.
And we know third race is a wild card.
Especially
Martinsville is not going to be good to some people. So
I think Thomas Carino might have got damage from that. Yeah, Thomas Carino suffered some heavy right side damage on that number 7 WeatherTech machine. A lot of damage, really slow. He's down 3 seconds on the pace right now. Unfortunately for Thomas Carino, that's going to put him into almost a must-win situation early on here in the round of 8.
yeah, you got him and Ryan Cliver both are back running 13th and 14th now on the grid. So both of those guys evidently had something go wrong with those cars, as Patrick Gaspar has caught Nicholas Weatherby. So now we have a 3-car battle for the lead as they go down the back straightaway. 3 cars fighting for the lead any second now, as I see Weatherby trying to close in the back bumper of Adam Wood. We're only in stage number 1. We're only 7 laps in to 175 laps of racing here at Texas Motor Speedway.
Yeah, that battle for the lead right now between Adam Wood, Nicholas Weatherby, and Patrick Gaspar is a very tight one as we head down the backstretch. Here, as we have completed a total of 8 laps here at the Texas Motor Speedway. We're going to keep an eye on this Adam Wood out front. We're not sure the number of laps here on a tank of fuel. We're getting that information. We believe it's 32. I believe it's 32 or 35 is the number they're going to try to get to tonight before they have to pit. That puts them a little short of the end of the first stage with 45 laps in stage 1. That might be incorrect information. I'm going to try to get confirmation on that. But right now, Adam Wood is comfortably in the lead of these 2 behind him.
On autopilot tonight. He's going to come going around. He's going around the number 7 of Thomas Carino Jr. A tough break for him. Now he will be 1 lap down to the leaders.
Patrick Gaspar caught him at an unlucky position on the racetrack too, right at the exit of the tri-oval where he wants to go up towards the wall to get that wide arc off into 1 and 2, and it affected his run on Nicholas Weatherby just a little.
Yeah, so he's fallen back about 3-4 car lengths back behind Weatherby. Weatherby is still 2 car lengths back behind the 45 of Adam Wood. Now he's closing in on this turn into turn number 1, but Adam gets a better off the turn, although the back end got a little squirrely there that time. And that's the way that track, the turn number 1, there's a little bit of squirreliness in the middle of the track on that turn. So we might see that more than once tonight with some of the other drivers as
Yeah,
well.
that's the beautiful thing about Texas Motor Speedway, that you know how wide it is. It gets almost flat down there in the bottom groove. You've got a little less of that banking than you do up high when you get down towards the bottom, because you're getting towards that flat where it evens out. And
Gaspar got really loose off
got
that turn.
almost into the wall. And yeah, there's some bumps down there at the bottom of 1 and 2, which is why you don't see a lot of guys during the race run right up against that bottom line.
And right now, the top 3, you got a Ford, a Toyota, and a Chevrolet running nose to tail.
Yeah, in 3 years, you'll have 6 different manufacturers, so we're going to have to hope for a jumbled up top 6.
Yeah, we're going to have Mercedes, Bentley.
BMW, Bentley, yeah, you have Rolls Royce out there. We're going to have freaking boats driving around. It's going to look like the Truck Series. Patrick Gaspar, sitting in 3rd right now, is searching. He's searching for a better lane. It looks like he's just not been able to keep up with them on the bottom. So he jumped up to that middle lane to A, try to save a little bit of tire, and B, maybe get a little bit more speed, but this time on the bottom of the racetrack in 1 and 2. So Gaspar's trying to stay with them, but he's also trying to figure out how to conserve a little bit. I think that's going to be part of the conversation tonight, is conservation of those tires.
Yeah, and what are the chances that we will see Patrick Gaspar pit 1 or 2 laps before the end of the stage?
Well, depending on Patrick Gaspar. No, I'm kidding. Knowing what we know about Patrick Gaspar and how he is, he's going to pit early.
Yeah, we know it. We
He's
know
been
it's going to
burned
happen.
multiple times by pitting late this season, and he's pretty confident that he doesn't want to do that anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it an 85% chance in pits early.
I'm going to give it a 95% chance. I really think that's kind of been his calling card.
Great run through the trial.
Wow.
He was going to get to the inside. He was on that second, that 1.5 lane in 3 and 4. Was able to use that outside lane to get a little bit of momentum. Then use the draft down the front stretch to get under Weatherby going into 1 and 2. He's going to be side by side, but that inside line is not the preferred line to pass here at Texas.
So now he's going to try the outside groove. He looks up high. He'll have to tuck in back behind Weatherby, trying to get another run like he did last time. This time, I would imagine if he does get that run again, he's going to go high and try to make it work up the top of the track instead of that bottom groove that we just saw that did not work at all.
Yeah, that bottom groove needs...
Whoa,
Adam Wood,
is
big
in
loose,
the
he got in the
wall.
wall. The right front in the wall, Adam Wood with damage. Big loose out of 2, hits the wall in the backstretch. Nicholas Weatherby takes the lead, and now we have to focus on Adam Wood and see how much damage is on that machine. It's a bunch of right front damage.
Oh, he has pancaked the front of that car big time, and that's not going to help him at all. Patrick Gaspar is working on the back end of Weatherby big time, trying to take that lead away now, because Patrick, who a second ago was thinking he was running for second, now he's working hard to get the lead. So Weatherby, by default, is now your leader after 18 laps here at Texas Motor Speedway.
Yeah, that number 45 is not driving like it was earlier. He's lost a ton of time on this lap. He's going to continue to lose time as the laps wind away. And we'll show you one more time what happened there. Looks like Adam Wood just got into the wall coming out of 2. He just was up too high. Just got tight. I thought he got loose. I was wrong. He got tight. And that seems like it was the end of it. We'll take another look here as Adam was coming through 1 and 2. Yeah, he got on the throttle a little too early. He arced the corner too much, pounded the outside wall at the right front.
He's falling like a brick to the 2 leaders now.
Yeah, this is gonna now be damage control for Adam Wood here in stage 1. Get what you can, get as many stage points as you can. Figure it out, see what you can do, and then regroup during the stage break. Try to get as much damage repaired as you can, and try to salvage what you can from this night. And it's going to be very frustrating for the driver of the number 45, as he knows this was his chance tonight.
Yeah.
Dalton Tucker, something happened to Dalton Tucker.
Oh, he was up there
he's
too.
pitting.
He was coming.
Dalton Tucker's pitting. I thought he spun out. Dalton Tucker has entered pit road just 20 laps in. This is definitely going to create that pit stop effect. It's that going to be the you see it, you have to react type thing.
That is the what they call head games.
Dalton just came in and got right sides, I believe, in fuel only. He didn't take 4. He came and got enough fuel to finish the stage. I think that's going to bring more people into the pits here. I'd almost guarantee it.
Yeah, like I said, I think he's playing a little head games with some people.
Cut the stage in half, get enough fuel to finish. It's a smart move from a guy who's not championship racing. He's out here to win the race. That's it.
And he's very capable of doing that as well. As Patrick Gaspar is still working on the back bumper of that number 23. So far, he hasn't found the way around him. And that fresh air is going to play a big factor tonight. I mean, if you got that fresh air out front, you definitely got a friend in hand for sure.
Oh yeah, the drafting. The draft is a huge thing here at Texas Motor Speedway. You're going to continue to see it all night. The draft is going to play factor into it all night, big time. As soon as you lose that draft, if the driver in front of you is faster around this track just on pure pace, he is going to drive away because the draft is such a key part. Even if he's faster than you, that draft can keep you there. We're going to look at Adam Wood. He's about to lose a spot to Joseph Causey. That's going to be for 3rd position. Joseph's not going to be able to clear him down the backstretch. He's going to have to do it in the 3 and 4. Adam Wood knows he's wounded. He's going to stay up high. Joseph's going to try to get under him and complete the slide job. He's not going to get there yet. Adam's going to use the momentum on the outside, but Causey's going to use that inside lane to take the spot away from the wounded number 45.
Causey has some slight damage to his car as well, so we got a couple wounded veterans. So
yeah, I think Causey has a little left rear damage.
So that's not going to hurt him as bad. Might make him a little loose in some areas of the track, but for the most part, it's not going to hurt him as bad as Adam has up there, because that front, you need that front to punch your ticket through the air, and he doesn't have that right now. 26 laps down so far. Dalton Tucker is the only one has been the taker for that pit stop. So these other guys are definitely waiting to a certain number of laps. But will that play into the factor of Dalton Tucker? That's what I'm wondering now, is will it play in his hand, or will he stay a lap down? We'll wait and see. Maybe. Thought I heard somebody slowing on the track, but I'm not seeing anybody. So it's still Weatherby out front. Patrick Gaspar still searching for his line around the track to try to reel in that 23, but so far he hasn't found that ultimate spot. He's looked high, he's looked low, he's looked all around, but none of them have worked. Probably one of the best battles in the back, maybe the, I don't know if we can see that, but Cody McKinney is trying to get around the 76 of Charles Yerk, and they have been bumping and banging. And we have another taker for pitting right now. Cody McKinney is down pit road right now in that 14. So we're starting to see some pit stops.
Pepper, the dog they let in the broadcast booth, was chewing on something she shouldn't be.
Don't pull your zipper back up.
Hey. Nobody chews on that. Nobody gets anywhere near that. There are 4 cars on pit road right now, 2 of them getting some damage repaired. Ryan Cliver, Cody McKinney getting right sides right now, maybe 4 tires in fuel. Right sides and fuel going on right now, not the left sides. 4 tires and fuel for the number 14 and the number 11.
Yeah, the 14, Cody McKinney was the first one to take the bait and go in, and on lap 28, I believe he went in. So he'll rejoin the field. saw a blue car. Who is that blue car?
Blue clock. Blah, 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 blah.
There's a bright blue car out there. What am I? I saw a bright blue car.
Bright
No,
blue.
where- Am I seeing things?
I don't see it bright. Are you
Oh
having
no,
a,
no, it's Miz.
Are you having a
has a-
stroke? Because he's in a red, white, and green car.
I see him in bright blue and white car.
All right. Well, your trading paints is working as well as mine was earlier. 32
Exactly.
laps into stage 1, 13 remaining here. Nicholas Weatherby has led every lap other than Adam Wood. Adam Wood led the first 20, then he got into the wall, and since then, Nicholas Weatherby has led the remaining 12 so far. That will, in fact, change when Nicholas Weatherby comes to the pits, which will not be this time. Patrick Gaspar, on the other hand, Charles Urick, and Joey McKinney are all in pit lane at the moment. If a caution was to come out right now, Randy, the field would get trapped the lap down.
Yeah, all except 4 guys.
It would definitely be interesting if there was to be a caution at the moment in time. Nicholas Weatherby looks like he's slowing, but he is not going to pit this time. Nicholas Weatherby back on the throttle hard. He is actually saving fuel on the front stretch. Looks like he's trying to make it to the end of the stage.
You know, that Patrick Gaspar, that's his calling card.
11 to go here in stage 1. I don't know if that's possible.
I don't-
Abrams is trying as well, too.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think this is a crapshoot, to say the least. But hey, if he can do it, that would be awesome. We have seen other guys do it. We've seen Greg Holt and Joseph Causey do it several times this season.
I guess then the question for these drivers would be, do you take a chance and stay out and get your lap back at the end of stage 1 and then have to pit early and risk ruining your race? Or do you pit and then hope you get some cautions to get your laps back?
Well, you know, if I was counting on that,
It's a double-edged
wouldn't-
sword. You have to
Yeah,
fall on it
I-
either way.
I don't think I could count on the cautions to come out, because they really haven't shown that any cautions are going to come out. I mean, they've all, you know, they've had little mishaps, but nobody's had anything major happen.
So Dalton Tucker is about to unlap himself. Patrick
Well, we see-
Gaspar just took the 3rd position from Dalton Tucker. Here comes Nicholas Weatherby.
yeah, here
All
they come.
of that thought and the strategizing has gone out the window, because I think Harvey Abrams is going to not come this time. 8 to go in stage 1. Now Harvey could be the driver who catches some of these guys a lap down.
Wow, wouldn't that be some Harvey Abrams would be the guy?
That's
Harvey's
nothing
had
against
such a-
Harvey Abrams. Harvey
No,
Abrams is a
he's
great
had such an
driver.
up and down season.
Up
to
and
say the
down is
least.
not what I would consider Harvey's season. I just consider it down. From the
I wasn't
from the
gonna
drop
say
of
that.
The first green flag, to the drop of the last checkered flag, he has been everybody's punching bag as he pits now here with 7 to go in stage 1. That's going to let Patrick Gaspar inherit the lead here. And staying out, pitting late, did not help Nicholas Weatherby. He drops from 1st to 10th right now. It'll be a net of 9 spots that he's going to lose here. Now, when the stage ends at the moment, as he's back in 10th, we'll take a look at him on our screen now as he takes 9th from the pitting Harvey Abrams. But Mr. Weatherby did not luck out there. He looks like he got 4 tires and fuel, though.
Which he didn't realize everybody else was only taking 2.
Well, it looks like we have a split field now. Patrick, Adam, Jason, and Cody all took 4. Causey and Tucker took 2. Cliver, Urick, Weatherby, and Goebel took 4. Abrams took 2. And Joey McKinney took 4 and got some damage repair. So, I don't know. It's a split field.
Yeah, Adam evidently did not get any damage repaired. He just went back out.
I think he's going to end up coming in under the caution, sitting
Yeah.
on pit road. They did pull that fender out a little bit, but not enough. See if they can pull the fender out a little bit more. Wow, Cody McKinney with the slide job out of 4. Talk about close there. Jason Miz, Cody McKinney, championship contender versus non-playoff driver right now. And Jason Miz is not giving up that spot. And McKinney wants Adam Wood. You can tell Adam knows he's wounded.
Yeah, he's going to move out of the way and let those two guys go by.
Yeah, he gets up out of the way, let these two drivers go by.
Whoa, Miz had to make an evasive move.
He caught him in the same spot that Gaspar caught Ryan Cliver earlier Thomas Reno earlier in the race, and that really messed up Patrick Gaspar. He did the same thing to Jason Miz now. He lost all that momentum, and Texas is a huge momentum track because you're pretty much flat out until the tires start to go away. So when you have to get out of the throttle, when you have to burp it to not run over somebody, you lose so much time.
Gonna try it again. Bottom of the track. Gonna try to get around him this time.
Slide job. He's gonna try it. Oh, and Adam Wood's up his bumper. Adam Wood's gonna turn him almost off the backstretch.
Ooh, boy,
Adam Wood
boy.
decided against it. But man, oh man, if that number 45 was driven by Kevin Harvick, he would have just turned him into the wall and not cared. He would have said, oh, karma's a bitch. And then he would have driven himself into the wall when the 89 got behind him.
Yeah, but there's no reason to do that because there is no ill feelings between these two guys. They're just a couple of guys out here on a Tuesday night trying to gain some points and have a good time.
I'll tell you what, Adam Wood's nicer than I am. You pull up in front of me like that, I'm dumping your crap. I don't care.
You're entitled to it. That's right.
There's a difference between the slide job and closing the door. That was closing the door right there. I would have turned you. Adam Wood is nicer than I am. I can tell you that right now.
Well, Adam is a very nice guy. There's no doubt about it. So,
but we are going to see the green and checkered flag this time by as Patrick Gaspar here in the round of 8 shoots his shot in stage number 1 and comes home and wins stage number 1, gets himself 10 playoff points. Sorry, 10 stage points, and that very important playoff point. As we look at the point standings before the race began, that's going to jump Patrick Gaspar up to 4,035 points because he's going to have those 10 points plus a playoff point, which will bring him to 25 playoff points. So that's going to be key for him. As the caution lights are on, the stanchion lights are on around this track as well, which I love that Texas has those yellow lights like that. That's cool.
Big old lights, yep.
All
they
around
look
the
good.
Fence, that is cool.
Yep, they do look good.
It's like a disco party up here. Randy, you see they have a light up here in the booth?
Yes.
When did they put this in?
I don't know.
Wait, if I push this button, what color does it turn?
That's blue and green, it looks like.
Oh, it's blue and green. Now, hold on, let me push it. Oh, that's a strobe light now.
Oh, boy, look out.
Thank God this isn't the night race.
Good thing this is in the Studio 54. There's not a hole in the wall.
Where did Party Boy come from? Who let Chris Pontius in? Oh, that's not Chris Pontius. That's Steve Letarte in a onesie. We make fun of Steve because we love him. As the entire field goes down pit road, we're just going to segue right away from it. We're not even going to talk about it. We're going to segue right away from it. All the drivers, 4 tires and fuel up. I have problems, man. 4 tires and fuel for all these machines here from the IVRL Buttkicker Cup Series. All 11 on the lead lap come down. Nicholas Weatherby gets 2 tires and fuel. Patrick Gaspar 4 in fuel. Weatherby is the only man on the track right now to take that gamble of 2 tires here at the end of stage 1. We'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, I guess he figures that he just took 2 tires just not too long ago, and
yeah, we'll see how that plays out.
I wouldn't have done that.
I wouldn't have either. I think it's going to drop like a rock, and it's going to cost him stage 2, but we'll see. Anything could happen. We'll find out when we come back to the Texas Motor Speedway here on the Ghostfire Media Network.
Hi, I'm Randy from the Guitar Addict. Can we be serious for a second? Are you tired of being a loser? Can't do anything right? Feel like everyone's coming down on you all the time? Well, there's a way out, and I'm going to show you. Hey Mom, look what I learned. That's right, pick up a guitar, learn how to play guitar. Automatically you're going to become a chick magnet. The ladies are going to love you. Your kids are going to think you're cool. So what you need to do is come down here to the Guitar Addict, 1672.5 Ridgewood Avenue in Daytona Beach, Florida, or go on guitaraddict.com and buy yourself a guitar and automatically be the star of your neighborhood. That's guitaraddict.com.
The AOLL began online racing in the mid-1990s with Papyrus's NASCAR racing still going strong 27 years later on the iRacing platform. The TNT Series races on Thursday night, running the ARCA Chevy cars for drivers looking to learn and have fun. The Cup Series races on Sunday nights, featuring league veterans and Class A licensed drivers. The Sportsman Division races on Wednesday nights, running the Gander Outdoor Trucks with drivers from the Cup and TNT Series. You can catch all of the AOLL racing action right here on Ghostfire Media.
Welcome back to Texas Motor Speedway. It's a great American speedway. At Texas Motor Speedway race, whatever. This is the IVRL Buttkicker Series. I'm Randy Pepper. That's Nick Adams. And we are getting ready to go back to Green Flag Racing with Nicholas Weatherby out front once again. No, he's couldn't. Look at this. They are pitting again.
These silly.
Look at this.
These silly drivers. They're all pitting as the pace car goes to 1 to go, which means we're going to have 3 cars lined up. 1 inside, outside, and then the entire field is going to be single file. The entire
look at this
field.
Okay, check this out. So we got Patrick Gaspar, who is running for points, and we've got both Jason Miz and Dalton Tucker, both who are not running for anything but a win.
So here's what I want to point out. Dalton Tucker had a lot of speed in practice.
He did.
Decent amount of speed in practice. Didn't qualify. Hasn't really kicked it up a notch here in the race yet. He didn't kick it up last week at the Roval until the end of the second stage, going into the third stage. But tonight, I haven't seen anything to make me believe he can go out here and win this race. Not yet. And then we got to look back at the 45 really quick, and they've pulled the majority of the damage out. They've flattened the hood. It's going to be close. We'll see if Adam has any speed here, because if he does, he's going to work through the field. But as we normally do, which we didn't do last week because we fired our producer, at the beginning of stage 2, Randy Pepper, what do we do?
We're going to turn it up.
Watching Nicholas Weatherby on the inside of Dalton Tucker, trying to take that second position away. He had a lot of speed on the restart, jumped up a couple of spots, I'm sorry, that's Jason Miz, not Dalton Tucker. Jason Miz for third here. That's what Nicholas Weatherby is trying to take the spot away. And the outside lane prevails once again.
It does, and Dalton Tucker is all over the back bumper of the 86. He works to the outside. He's going to try to get that outside groove working as they come off of turn number 2, side by side. Dalton Tucker will pulls down inside. He will take that first position away from Patrick Gaspar. So new leader with Dalton Tucker for the first time, and he's pulling away from Patrick Gaspar.
Want me to do my best Earl Barban impression?
Yeah, go ahead.
New leader, DT.
What the hell was what?
I always loved that when he was spotting for Jimmy. New leader, 48. Hold on. New leader, 48. I always love that. I don't know why. I have no idea. That was just the best call ever. Poor TJ when he was telling Dale, "You're clear by 3. Outside isn't coming. You're gonna win this thing."
Yeah. Well, they have a job to do, and that's their job.
They do a heck of a job up there too. Got it. You know, people don't give spotters enough love. We're gonna give them enough love right here, right now. Thank you to the men and women up on the spotter stand that make it possible for these guys to do the crazy crap they do every week. Because without you, it wouldn't be possible.
I have been up on the spotter stand at Daytona. They took me up there. They kept telling me, "Come on, you got to come up here. You got to come up." They took me up there, and I went, "Oh, hell no. I am not sitting up here. There, man, you can fall off this thing. We're like 2 miles in the sky. I'm not sitting up here doing this. The thing is rocking and swaying back and forth." They're like, not doing this. Get me out of here. I'm going back down the elevator. I've had enough.
Yeah, I spent half a race up at the top of the spotter stand in New Hampshire, and my God, I stood next to TJ Majors, and on the right of him was my friend, and that's who I was up there with, who spots for a small team, but I stood next to TJ and I was just listening, and the information that goes through this man's head is just, it's unfathomable how quickly they get this stuff into their mind. Because he's sitting there going, car inside, like inside line is coming by 2, inside line's coming by 2. You got one back behind you, He's getting a little bit faster than you. Might be 3 wide here down the back, so 3 wide, middle, 3, clear, drop down to the bottom, won't lose any more spots. The things that go through their mind, though, unbelievable. All the things they have to remember. Not only are they thinking about that, but they're thinking about pit strategy, thinking about when they want to get you down to the bottom line, even at like New Hampshire, when you want to get down to the bottom, when you want to go to the top, when the guy in front of you isn't moving. It's just unbelievable. I would love to be there at Talladega to listen to that one day.
Well, I was at Daytona for the one I went up on top, and Daytona is way, way up in the air. So that's why I was saying it kind of scared me.
It's like
being up there.
5,500 feet, right?
It's taller than anything anywhere nearby. So it's way up there.
It's the top of the main grandstand, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's on top of the press boxes.
Yes,
yeah,
it's way up there.
It's up there. I think that's like 6 stories, 5.5, 6 stories up there. Yeah, it's up there.
It's I don't know.
And you can barely see the backstretch.
Yep, you can barely see everything. And you got, they got the binoculars out and they're looking down at the cars, and it's just crazy. I couldn't do it. And the wind was blowing. It felt like the whole thing was shaking. I'm like, no. I don't know how you guys do this without thinking you're going to die any second. So,
Ryan Cliver just about got turned by Nicholas Weatherby on the front stretch. Weatherby is dropping like a rock. Those 2 tires, bad idea. Nick Goebel to the inside.
Thought he went back and got some.
He went and got it. He topped off fuel. He should have got tires while he was in there. Man alive, those 2 tires were a bad idea. He's slower than Adam Wood.
Oh, Adam Wood was fast.
Adam's not fast anymore. He's 2 seconds off the pace with all that damage.
Wow.
Weatherby has no speed with 2 tires. None at all. He's going backwards. As old DW would say, he's going backwards.
Is that kind of like a Packard?
No, not like a Packard. He's going backwards.
Backwards.
Backwards. Just don't, when you spin around, just don't spin the motor backwards.
And Harvey Abrams.
Oh yeah, Harvey Abrams is Harvey Abrams isn't even going backwards anymore. He's going in and out.
Yeah, he's got a little blinking issue going on.
Weatherby's going backwards on the outside of Abrams, but Abrams keeps going in and out. Like
You know,
tornadoes hitting this house.
it's got to be frustrating as heck. Nicholas Weatherby has just got to be shooting himself going, why did I do this? Why? I'm going to lose a lap because of this.
You know what would aggravate me even more if I was him? I came down pit road a second time to top off on fuel. I could have gotten those 2 tires.
Yep, because it would have taken the same amount of time.
Patrick Gaspar has caught Dalton Tucker here 63 laps into this race. We have 27 to go in stage numero dos, and Gaspar is all up the trumpet of the number 11. Gaspar, there's
really
no
close.
love lost between these drivers either. They will drive each other as hard as they possibly can. They respect each other, but they're competitors. Off into 1 and 2, Dalton Tucker takes a really wide line, Randy. Here he comes on the outside.
Yeah, they're side by side as they come off the turn, down the back straightaway with Gaspar down low, Dalton up high, a half a car length separate.
Oh, they're going to come together.
They got together just a tad, but they're still together side by side as they come off of turn number 4
my
to the line. It's going
God.
to be Dalton Tucker still leads as
By a
they go
nose.
down into 1.
On the outside now, Tucker back to the outside. Here we go through 1 and 2 again. He's going to try to get that momentum. He's going to try to help himself with the side draft now down the backstretch. Patrick Gaspar will shoot back in behind him. Jason Miz is loving this. He's gained a whole second in the last lap. But Patrick Gaspar now, he's heated those tires up. He's going to have to back off a little bit, cool them down, get the temperature back to normal, and then he can try to push it again on Dalton Tucker.
If he decides he wants to.
He's
You
going to
wanna
run
do
out
it?
of time to do that with those tires.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I'm thinking. Does he want to do it now, or does he want to wait a little bit, let him cool way down? As you see in the picture now, you'll see the 18 of Joey McKinney, who is 4 laps down.
Yeah, if Joey...
He's catching them.
Joey went and got tires. If Joey tries to pass these guys, which it looks like he's not going to, but if he does, if I'm Patrick Gaspar, I follow Joey McKinney and get his draft.
Oh, yeah,
Patrick's
absolutely.
coming back at him this time in a 1 and 2. He's going to be all over the back bumper once again on the exit. He's going to try to use that draft one more time now down the backstretch to get right up on that back bumper and try to get under him. Tucker's going to break the draft, go to the middle lane. Gaspar says, no, sirree, I'm going to take the outside lane and see if that works by myself. Here comes Dalton Tucker is pitting.
He's pitting. He just said, yeah.
Pitting. He is pitting.
I was going to say you were all into it, but I was going to say he just got on the radio and said the number, whatever he is, number 11 is pitting.
Son of a gun.
I was thinking of the 24 because I'm so used to him being in that 24. This time he's another number.
Son of a gun.
Or not 24. What number?
He was 16 last week.
He was 16, yeah.
15. 15 last week.
Yeah, that's right. He took over the Michael Payne number.
I don't think he has a number assigned. I think he just comes in, he takes a number, and he says, this one's mine this week.
Whatever works, and he's off of pit road. He'll go 1 lap down, knowing that everybody else is going to have to pit as well. So he is working some kind of different strategy for sure.
I don't know if I agree with this strategy. It didn't work the first time.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, it kind of worked for Patrick. Staying out did not work for Nicholas Weatherby. And Weatherby took full ownership of that. Nicholas Weatherby is the second car on the track to come into the pits.
There's no reason why wouldn't you? You just go ahead.
How far
and,
back he was? Take advantage of it now.
Yeah, absolutely. Go
You're going
ahead.
to gain almost 3 seconds a lap. So take advantage of it while you can, while Gaspar stays out running 31.5s. come out, run 29.5s, and do everything you can to get that lap back as quickly as you possibly can. And maybe you'll take the lead. Who knows? Dalton Tucker might take the lead here at the lap times he's able to run right now. Dalton got 2 tires at the moment, though. I think that's going to work. I think 2 tires is a bad strategy here tonight.
You got to do 4 every time. There's no doubt about it. We're watching the battle for the lead. It's actually not for the lead because you see the 18 car of Joey McKinney. He's right there behind Patrick Gaspar. He's got newer tires. He's running back behind him, and you got to wonder if Patrick Gaspar's going, dude, you've had some really bad luck. Please do not bring your mojo on me.
So they're teammates, so I think they're working together with the draft to try to keep Dalton Tucker on a lap down at the moment.
Well, that may be.
Is happening.
Yeah, that is true, but I don't know. I would still be a little weary. It looks like he backed off there that time. So we're 73 laps into this. 102 laps remain in tonight's race here.
Stage 2.
17 laps remain.
Everybody has to pit. Everybody who's not named Dalton Tucker or Nicholas Weatherby. Weatherby is taking 2 seconds a lap out of the leaders. We're going to look where he is right now on the track. He's in NASCAR 4, I think this is. Yep. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting what we see when the pit stops happen. Tucker will circle into the lead at first, but if Gaspar takes 4, I think he'll blow his doors away. And here comes the 86 into the pits this time, I think. Hard on the brakes, going to make that left-hand turn. Patrick Gaspar into pit road. He's going to be the only one who takes advantage of it this lap. Jason Miz is going to lead a lap now.
See how many tires he actually takes. Will he take 2? Will he take 4?
With how long he's been on pit lane, he hasn't gotten to a stall yet. Never mind. I was looking at the pit lane time, not his pit service time.
Ooh, he overshot his pit.
He missed his stall.
Yeah, he overshot.
He's taking tires, too. He's definitely going to lose the lead now.
Right sides are up.
Right,
and
4
left
tires.
in here.
4 tires for the 86. Wow, he lost a lot of time to Dalton Tucker. But he's going to be able to blow Dalton Tucker out of the water with those new tires. Those 4 tires are going to do absolute gold.
Yeah, he's going to do some damage for sure.
He's only 2.5 seconds behind Nicholas Weatherby, who's already fallen down to 30.18 seconds.
Did you see that? Harvey Abrams came off the turn and almost wrecked in front of Patrick Gaspar.
Oh, no. I did not see that. We'll have to go back and look.
Go back and watch that. Yeah, he got really, really squirrely and almost hit the wall.
Cody McKinney to the outside, the 14 car to the lead.
New leader once again here at Texas Motor Speedway. Cody McKinney for the first time tonight.
New leader.
14. New leader. And I like the way that now we see some other guys that are running close together. We got 5 guys running fairly close to each other right now, opposed to like 2 guys out front. Now we got 5 guys that are all within maybe 10, 15 car lengths between each other.
Weatherby is 4 seconds behind Dalton Tucker, and he is catching the leaders right now to get his lap back. I think Nicholas Weatherby's strategy of taking 4 early might actually pay off for him.
He's gaining on him, there's no doubt about it. But he's a lap down.
He's not losing much time to Patrick Gaspar either.
No, he's not. Cody McKinney out there, we're just waiting for his pit stop to happen here.
I think when he pits, he's going to bring the rest of the field with him.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There's no reason why no one else would come down with him, or wouldn't come down with him.
Unless they think they can make it to the end, which would be a lot of laps.
Yeah, we know that that's not going to happen. We saw that last time. Harvey Abrams, I think, tried to do it last time, and it didn't work out for him. 80 laps are in the books here at Texas Motor Speedway. If you're watching, glad to have you. I'm Randy Pepper. That's Nick Adams. In the IVRL Buttkicker Series, the 175 at Texas Motor Speedway on this beautiful Tuesday night. We're racing.
On this beautiful Tuesday night, we're going to pause 10 seconds for station identification.
You're listening to the Motor Reach Network, 101.5 FM.
And welcome back here to the Ghost Fire Media Network. We thank our local networks for carrying us tonight. See, we're just showing people we can do radio style so that when they finally pick us up, they don't have to worry.
You know, I'm going to have to, if we keep doing that, I'm going to have to actually do an actual network thing.
And Weatherby back in the lead lap. Now Weatherby has his sights
And Cody
focused
McKinney's down pit road.
on Tucker.
Cody
Yep.
McKinney.
Cody
McKinney's
McKinney into
down.
the pits. And now Weatherby puts his sights on Dalton Tucker, who he's gaining on profusely. But, look in the top of the screen, folks. The number 86 of Patrick Gaspar is a-coming. And with 7 to go, I don't know if they're going to catch Tucker, but I know Gaspar's going to catch Weatherby.
Let's look at this. As Causey is your leader right now, followed by Ryan Cliver, Jason Miz, Charles Yerk, and Adam
Ryan
Wood.
Cliver to the inside. Ryan Cliver he's super hungry for a stage win. He's hungry for a race win. But man, does he want a stage win. But he got backed up there from Causey. And now Miz has got backed up from Cliver, and he's to the inside now of the number 76.
They are trying. They are.
Jason Miz to the pits.
Oh, Miz to the pits.
Adam
As
Wood
second.
might be able to
Good.
suffer a 5th place finish out of this in this stage. 5 to
What?
go in stage 2. Can they make it?
If anybody can make it, it's going to be Causey. Causey just seems to be a master of gas mileage, and he's out there, barely ahead of, the Yerk car and the Cliver car.
Yeah, they're kind of just, putting around the racetrack, saving fuel.
Yep. I think, I would
This is
say
going to
Causey
trap
definitely-
3 cars laps down if this happens.
If they can do it. They're going to try. Yerk tried it last time. This time, or Abrams tried it last time. This time it's going to be Yerk.
Yeah,
And
Harvey and
Causey-
Nicholas Weatherby tried it
Oh.
last. Oh, there goes
Nope.
gas. There goes on Charles Yerk.
Yerk.
Now it's
Yerk's
Joseph
down.
Causey and Ryan Cliver. And Ryan Cliver has backed off big time. He might be trying to save fuel. He might be trying to get those 10 playoff points. Those 10 playoff points could be huge to him later on in the round of 8.
Yep.
The 10 stage points and the 1 playoff point that are on the line here, if Causey can't make it and Cliver can, will be huge for Ryan Cliver's Championship 4 opportunity. And Causey will stay out another lap. 2 to go here in stage number 2.
Cody McKinney coming to take his lap back.
He will get his lap back, so he will not get stuck a lap down. We're going to come on the white flag this next time by. Adam Wood and Harvey Abrams have dove into the pits here at the end of stage 2. They're gonna get away from 3rd and 4th.
So Ryan Cliver still running second back there.
Ryan Cliver still running second. The white flag is out here on stage number 2. Ryan Cliver is going to. I think Ryan Cliver is out of fuel.
Can
He
Joseph Causey make
Ryan
it one more
Cliver
time?
just came
He
back.
is slow on the track.
Ryan Cliver is almost out of fuel. Joseph Causey on the exit of 2. Ryan Cliver is putting. He is puttering now down the backstretch. Ryan Cliver out of fuel here at the end of stage 2. Out of turn 4, will Joseph Causey make it around another lap? He is gonna be at the start-finish line. The green and white checkered flag. Causey will take home 10 stage points and 1 playoff point as he shuts the car off across the start-finish line.
Yeah, there's no reason to try to drive it any farther. If it shut off, or did he just run out of gas?
He has clutched it at the moment, and he is completely off the throttle at the bottom of the racetrack, just trying to putter his way around until the caution actually comes out here. Because now the caution is out, and now Causey has to survive at least 1 lap of caution before the pits open for him. I don't know if Causey might have to take an early penalty and pit before pit lane is open. He won't yet. He's going to stay out. We're going to see if Causey can make it back around. That thing's going to be puttering on fumes.
Oh, boy.
I think he might have just run out.
If he just ran out, he's going to have to be towed back if he can't make it. And that would suck for Causey.
There is no sound from the 88 right now. He's definitely on the clutch. He's on the bottom of the track.
Yeah.
I think the 88 might be out of fuel. Let's go on board with him. Complete silence here inside this race car. Let's see if we can get a look at his fuel gauge, if it's blinking.
Oh, and Adam Wood is going to give him a push?
Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, Joseph Causey, I believe, is out of fuel. And he just got... he's out of fuel completely.
What?
Completely out of fuel.
He's got a helper behind him again. Somebody else is going to try to help him.
They tried to help him through, and he got spun by accident. Oh, man. Talk about sportsmanship.
Yeah, all these guys right now, Causey, Urich, Abrams, and Adam Wood are all working in the same channel as independent.
Now let me be very clear about something. If this was coming to the start-finish line after green-white checkered and the caution came out and you ran out of fuel, I would not push you. I would let you lose that position, and I would take that position because you cannot maintain minimum speed. But under caution, I would push you into the pits at the end of a stage. There's a difference between sportsmanship and stupidity, and when it comes to the end of the race, that's just stupid to push somebody. But right now, during the middle of the race, that's a good move. That's a sportsmanship deal. It's a good move. But if you run out of fuel under caution before green-white checkered begins, that's on you. I'm not pushing you across the start-finish line to get the checkered flag. I don't care what your name is.
No, you wouldn't do that. No, not then. But right now, sure.
Well,
why not?
You just have to say that because there are some people out there who think that's a lack of sportsmanship if you don't.
That's true. Very true.
That's not a lack of sportsmanship. That's just being smarter than the other person who thinks it's a lack of sportsmanship to push somebody across the start-finish line. But
Well, the one thing we got to think about is Causey actually gained another point.
Causey did gain a playoff point. Not only does he now have 104, he has 105. No, sorry, 108.
Yeah.
108.
Yeah. Now, does he have enough to actually skip a race?
I think he has more than enough to skip a race.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe just he runs this race and runs next week and says,
he says, I don't want to be here for Martinsville.
Exactly. I'll see you in Phoenix.
Well, really quick here, let's pull up the number 23 in Nicholas Weatherby. Nicholas, it's Nick and Randy up in the booth. You got a copy, sir?
Yes, I do.
Well. You're in a good position here, starting the third stage. Have you gotten your 2-tire mistakes out of the way?
Yes, I have.
Are you not going to do that anymore?
Actually, luckily for me, I still have well, I shouldn't really say, but I have 2 sets left. So
here, he has no sets left. Not going to give his strategy
one
away.
Tire left. He only has one tire.
He has a left front tire left. That's all. They gave him 1 extra left front.
Yes.
Give away your strategy like that. What a rookie move.
Hey, I am a rookie in this series.
We're gonna have to put, instead of suicide prevention lifeline on your hood, we're gonna have to put don't give away your strategy on your hood so you can read it.
Yeah, now everybody's paying for more tires.
Yeah, now everybody's gonna come get another set of tires because look at that, Nicholas only has 2. We have 3. Screw him. I actually think you might have 1 less than Dalton Tucker, to be quite honest.
I think I do. Dalton's been saving like crazy. I was trying to really stretch it in the first stage, but it just didn't work out.
No, you couldn't pull a Kazi?
No, I could not. I was shutting off the car mid corner, mid straight. It just would not save.
Yeah, I don't know how he did that.
Me neither.
I think we need to inspect his car for an extra fuel flap.
Yeah, he had to get pushed by Adam, and then they had a little issue.
Yep.
I mean, hey, at least he got pushed and he got fuel again. I'm feeling pretty confident about the race. It's gonna get a lot crazier. So.
All right. Well, we're coming to the green flag here. We're going into 3, so we're gonna put you back down there with your pseudo teammates. And good luck out there. We'll talk to you at the end. That was the driver of the number 23 Suicide Prevention Lifeline Toyota Camry for, hold on, what's the team name? He didn't have a team name. The Independent Coalition.
Yeah.
The Independent Coalition of America. Vote for Nicholas Weatherby for president.
Pace car is off here. We're going back to green flag racing for the last stage of the night. We're watching Patrick Gaspar to see if he gets on the gas really quick. There he goes. They're off and running. 2 down to turn number 1. Patrick Gaspar leads them by about 2 car lengths. Pulls the car down to the bottom of the track, but here comes the number 11 of Dalton Tucker as he got around. He made work of Cody McKinney. He's setting his sail, looking and trying. He's got a great run coming
down the racetrack, down the backstretch. We had a car almost spin. It was the 79 of Harvey Abrams.
And as you see that, we have a new leader in town. It's Dalton Tucker has taken the lead away. And Patrick Gaspar's got a challenge from Cody McKinney as well as Yerk.
Wowee, here they come. The number 76 to the inside. The 14 passes the 86. Now Nicholas Weatherby looks to the inside of the number 20, with the 23 to the 86. Weatherby's going to take 4th away from Gaspar. He's fallen like a rock on the outside lane. Here comes Kazi now. Through 3 and 4. What in the world has happened to the number 86?
Yeah, the 86 almost looks like he only took 2 tires.
I think he did. He was only on pit road for 6 seconds. Oh, man.
Wow, he did not learn anything.
Nicholas Weatherby and Dalton Tucker are the only 2 who came down pit road under the caution and took 4 tires and fuel. This could get interesting quickly. Weatherby has everything to lose and a lot to gain and everything to lose, and Tucker has nothing to lose and everything to gain by winning.
Yeah, he's just out here having a good race, and that's all there is to it.
Weatherby has to make a move here quickly on Urick and McKinney. While those tires are fresh, while they're cool, make that new rubber stick. As we come down the backstretch here at Texas Motor Speedway, off into 3 and 4.
Challenge for second.
Urick to the inside of McKinney. Charles Urick is going to take 2nd spot away from Cody McKinney. Now Cody McKinney might come back to the outside here. He's going to have to play defense again, though. He's stuck on that outside lane at the moment. He's trying to get to the quarter panel of the 76. But here comes Weatherby in the 23 down the backstretch.
Weatherby looks to the bottom of the 14. He's going to try to get around there side by side as they come off of turn number 4 now. Weatherby down low. McKinney up high. They come back to the line side by side. Too close to tell there as they came across the line.
I think McKinney had it by just a little bit. But now Weatherby to the inside. Will he try to slide up? Slide job on the exit of 2. McKinney's not going to be able to make a move back. Weatherby into 3rd.
Weatherby has taken 3rd place away as McKinney has fallen into the grasp of the number 88 of Joseph Causey. Causey is regrouping his 88 car and try to make a run at it, but this time there's nothing there. Weatherby is reaching, trying to catch that 76 car of Urich. Looking for second place.
Yeah, that 23 is working hard.
He wants that second place from that 76 for sure. Urich's
Definitely.
going to have a mirror full here in a second.
Joseph Causey's taking fourth from Cody McKinney. And they're still side by side behind him. We're going to keep an eye on the battle for third, but right now the battle for fourth has heated up. Causey's going to slide up. Now we're going to look at Brian Miz. Cody McKinney falling like a rock.
Well, the Miz still has not got around him, so the
What
Miz has
in
not
the
made anything
world
happen.
happened to Patrick Gaspar? He's in 11th with 0 speed.
Is he down on cylinders?
If that was a thing, I'd say yeah, but I have no idea.
Challenge for second place. We got a side-by-side battle right now. Weatherby is working on Urich. He's got a nose out front as they go back to the line. Can he make it stick down the bottom? That time Urich, I think, still held on to the second position, but will he hold it this time? Urich up high, Weatherby down low. Not clear yet as they make it off turn number 2. Now Weatherby is now in second place and setting his sight on Dalton Tucker, who Dalton has checked out. He's 1.9 seconds ahead, almost 2 seconds ahead of second place Weatherby.
Urich is now under challenge from Joseph Causey down the front stretch to the inside. The 88 now off into turn 1. The Colgate Camry is going to pass the Nuka-Cola Mustang in turn 2 as they clears them on the exit of 2. The Colgate Total Machine has gone up to third, and now we got to
Third.
keep an eye on Joseph Causey as he continues to drive through the field.
He got around. He told the Nuka-Cola car, "Don't you realize you need to brush after every time you drink one of those Nuka-Colas? That's why I'm driving the Colgate car." As he sets sight, he's 5, 6, 7, 8 car lengths back behind the 23.
Should have painted the grill white for shiny, fresh brushed teeth.
Yes. Yeah, I would put on the back of the car, "You just got brushed."
God, you're
So-
old.
I know. I am old. I'm older than dirt. You new kids, you don't know anything about the old days. I used to walk through the snow 14 miles just to get to school.
What did you do? Walk 10 miles uphill, 12 miles downhill on the way back?
Absolutely.
It was always uphill, right? It was 10 miles uphill on the way there, 10 miles uphill on the way back.
Yes.
Charles
Always.
Urich under pressure now from Jason Miz. Charles Urich has fallen like a stone as well here in the third and final stage. He's going to fall outside the top 4 now, back to 5th.
Going on with these tires? I don't know. Are these guys, the tires going away, or are these guys just backing up trying to save some
man,
fuel?
Jason Miz slid up the racetrack.
We got close.
Woo! That's not the first time he's done that tonight either.
Nope. Oh, Nick Goebel nearly lost it in the turn back there as well.
I saw that black number 24.
Black?
I see flat black.
You know what car it is? It's a great looking Baby Ruth car.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I'll take it. It's not a Baby Ruth car to me.
We are having some major technical difficulties with trading paint tonight because he's seen flat black car. I see a Baby Ruth car. He sees Jason Miz in. You see a red car or something?
Not a Castrol GTX machine.
I see it in a blue and white car. I updated trading paints and still I don't see it.
I don't know what's going on. It might be a custom number scheme. If it is, you have to enable those to be able to see them.
Oh, maybe so. Either way, we've got it all covered. So, wow. Look at these guys side by side back there for 4th and 5th. Or is that? Yeah, 4th and 5th. Cody McKinney and Charles Urick back there fight with each other. We got a car slow off the track. Is that Dalton Tucker?
The number 11 just pitted.
Yes, okay. That's... Once again, he short pits. Do you take 2 or do you take 4? That's what I wonder. I think at this stage you have to take 4. I don't think 2 is going to work this time. And Urick, they're talking about net code going on back there.
Oh. I wonder what's happening.
They were bouncing off each other back there, and evidently Urick is saying he thinks there's net code, and Cody doesn't agree with him. So that's going on back there. As Dalton Tucker has, I would say Dalton Tucker took 4 tires this time, because he's coming like a speedy bullet.
We'll take a 9.57 seconds. Take a look at his pit stall. Just right sides only for Dalton Tucker, but just right sides is a lot better than no tires or old tires.
Yeah, well, he's definitely coming.
Well, I mean, brand new right side tires versus 30-lap old tires here. Dalton Tucker slicing through the field like a hot knife through butter.
Like a Ginzu knife.
Like a Ginzu knife through a pineapple.
Ginzu knife on an infomercial.
Yeah.
Infomercial.
Like a
infomercial.
Yeah, like a Ginzu knife through a pineapple on an infomercial in Texas on a Friday night at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know what?
You ever fallen asleep and then you wake up you fall asleep on the couch watching like wrestling or something. You wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and there's always one of 2 commercials on, right? If it was the mid-2000s, you know what commercial I'm thinking of. If it was the mid-2000s.
Baseball card or
the
sword guy.
In the mid-2000s, if you fell asleep and you were watching TNT at 1 o'clock in the morning, a very specific guy came on the TV, and
Billy Mays,
and very specific females doing very specific things, and they sold you the DVDs for $19.99. Do you not remember the commercials at 1 o'clock in the morning in the mid-2000s?
No, I don't. I must have missed something.
What do girls do in Florida?
They say, "Hey, are you hot right now? Call us. We're waiting."
No, they go wild.
Oh, I always see the ones I wake up. Are you hot right now? We're even hotter waiting for you to call.
Oh my God! No, they played that during the
hot date.
They played that during the Super Bowl last year. I couldn't believe that. Like those 6-year-olds watching this. Are you kidding me? What in the hell's wrong with this world? No, there was either that commercial, or you were in the middle of the night at 2 o'clock in the morning, and the commercial for that ladder that did 37 different. What was the name of that ladder?
Oh yeah, my wife still wants that stupid ladder.
Yeah, I don't know what's the
it's
name?
only 9 payments of $42.95.
Yeah, what was the name of that ladder?
The do everything ladder. Oh no, but
hey,
while we're talking about that,
GTX.
Yeah, I don't remember. I will tell you this: somebody might want to get on the horn and tell Nicholas Weatherby he's got a causey all over his back end right now.
I think
Causey is coming.
Ripped his tires apart, and now he's just going to sit there on the bottom of the racetrack calmly and patiently and hold on.
He's blocking definitely. He doesn't want Causey to get around him by any means.
I always wanted one of those ladders, man.
Like I said, my wife still talks about that ladder, and every time we go to Lowe's, she sees that ladder and she goes, no, that's not it. It doesn't do 5 other things that the ladder on TV did. So yeah, that's funny you said that ladder. I do remember that ladder, but
the little giant.
The little giant is what that thing
The
called?
little giant. It does like it goes into like 67 different freaking, and it's 200. You can pick the little giant. You can make it out.
Oh, we almost had a big time collision with
see
Causey
that.
got into the Weatherby as it came off the turn.
We're talking about the little giant, and Joseph Causey's trying to make a giant crash. Holy schmoly! That's what happens when you have 104 playoff points, right? 107 playoff points, whatever it is. You can push a little bit more than these other guys can at the beginning of these stages. Ow.
Did your mic just fall off?
Ow. Ow.
Sorry, guys, my mic just fell off.
Ow. Can we get the medical personnel to the booth, please?
Dina Davis,
God.
we need your medical assistance in the media booth. Dina Davis.
Good God.
Did
So
you-
exciting.
Did
I hit
you
myself
order?
in the face.
You'd hear this. Did you order a hot nurse? Call 1-800-HOT-NURSE.
No, I need a real nurse, not a fake one. Ow. Oh, that hurt. Hit me right in the face.
Oh gosh, we got an injury. Are we covered for this?
I don't know. I'll have to ask.
Does our GFM insurance cover this?
I'm gonna have to ask Adam Wood. Ow. Is there a doctor in the house?
I know. We had Larry was working for us. He had to take maternity leave.
I hit myself in the face.
That's not good. Are you bleeding?
Actually, yes. Now nobody can say blood, sweat, and tears didn't go
Really?
into
You
this.
actually hurt yourself
Yeah.
that bad?
Yeah.
Oh my God! I can't. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a collision course happen during the race. Unfortunately, Nick will not be able to continue as he's been knocked unconscious.
I have to go up for the
by the
concussion
mic-
protocol.
Yeah, we're gonna have to hook him up with that old guy that used to be part of the WWE. Now he's a concussion specialist. I can't remember his name.
Whew.
He was a worthless wrestler anyways. Didn't matter.
That rattled my cage. Back to the action.
Wow. Unbelievable. No one will ever believe this.
It was live on the internet.
Live on the internet. Don't forget, you need to, when you post the race up on YouTube, you need to post it as not GFM. You need to post as broadcaster gets his nose broken, head concussed during broadcast of iRacing event.
By a little giant ladder. I put my phone down and my mic was like, nope, boom. Anyhow, Joseph Causey has pitted here. So Joseph Causey, short pitting compared to what he did in the second stage. Maybe he didn't want to run out of fuel. That'll put him in the window to have to pit one more time. If they can survive 4 more laps here under green, I think they could get into that window to make it on fuel to the end of this race. It'd be tight. It wouldn't be a guarantee, but if Nicholas Weatherby can survive another 4 laps out here on the racetrack, 3 laps now, you pit lap 130, 131, that's 44 laps. That's 2 laps shorter than what Joseph Causey was able to run.
I don't know if you saw
He's
this,
coming
but
down now, so we're going to have to see everybody pit at least once more. It's going to be a splash and go on that final pit stop.
we nearly had a major problem as Causey was coming back on the track. Jason Miz nearly got into the back of the Nick Goebel car.
We'll
Or
take a
Dalton
look.
Tucker, excuse me. I think it was Dalton Tucker.
We'll take a look here. Oh, man. What in the world happened to Nick Goebel there?
I don't know, but he nearly got taken out, and that could have been bad for Causey as he would have spun
Yeah.
probably right down into Causey.
Slowed down immensely.
Yeah.
Well, now Charles Urich is trying to survive a couple of more laps to try to maybe be able to steal this win tonight based on fuel mileage.
Yeah, we see Adam Wood now coming back out.
Charles Urich, Cody McKinney, Nick Goebel, Ryan Cliver. Those are the 4 who haven't pitted. Dalton Tucker's 100% going to have to pit. Cody McKinney, Charles Urich both in. Now it's Nick Goebel who's going to try to maybe stretch this another lap, which it should allow him from here on out to stay out under green and maybe steal a victory here tonight in the IVRL Buttkicker Cup Series on fuel strategy.
We will see. Will he do it or will he not? Let's see. He's going around. He's down into turn number 3. Is he getting on the binders yet?
No, he's not. He's on the throttle big time.
Yeah, it's go time still for him. He's got nothing to lose. I mean, really has nothing at all to lose. So, he started 12th tonight. This time we'll see if he pulls in this time. But right now he's outrunning everyone with the fuel mileage at least. But not tires, that's for sure. Is he going to pit this time? Does not look like it. No. He's going to go another lap around. Across the line, completing lap 132. Nick Goebel in that 24 Baby Ruth car. At least I hope you see it that way. Down the back straightaway one more time. Let's see what he does. I'm thinking one more time he's going to pull in this time, but I may be wrong. I can't imagine he's going to try to stretch it too much farther. And I was right. He's coming in this time. So our leader,
well, we're going to have to
Goebel.
keep an eye on that. That should definitely give him a couple extra laps of fuel to make it to the end of this race under green. Nick Goebel's going to have to be a factor as the race goes later into the night.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Speaking of later into the night, if you're just joining us right now, you're joining us mid-race here in the 3rd stage. Lap 133 of 175. 43 to go here at the Texas Motor Speedway. For the Ghostfire Media Network, we are here at the Texas Motor Speedway for the IVRL Buttkicker Cup Series. I'm Nick Adams. That's Randy Pepper. We want to thank you all for coming out here tonight so far as the action is just beginning.
Laps are winding down, and this is when the go time is. We're going to see if Joseph Causey can win another race. He led earlier on. Now he's making his way up to 2nd place. Can Causey win another one, or does he just play around? Dalton Tucker.
He has to pit again.
Yeah, Dalton Tucker has to pit again. So that's going to be... I think that's not going to...
I think you see Dalton pit around lap 150, and he hopes it goes green, because if we get a caution after that, it's all over.
We haven't had a caution all night, so what makes
except
you
for
agree?
the stage breaks, no.
Yeah, no cautions at all. We haven't seen it.
I think we're going to start getting into the possibility of having them, just because the intensity is going to rack up here. Everything's going to take a step higher on the totem pole. And we look at the weather right now. It's 72 degrees out there, 84 degrees on the track. It's cloudy right now. The track is the darkest it's been all day. Besides, we had some cloud cover at the start of the race. It was just as dark, but the track has been under darkness for the last 10, 15 minutes. So it's gotten cooler. It's gotten more grippy. These guys are able to push a little bit harder. And with pit stops, on the horizon here, these gentlemen are going to have to really start thinking about when they want to pit for their final stop. If you want to pit around lap 140, get in there and get it done with. Or if you want to run it to the end here on fuel and then pit with 5 or 6 to go and have no recourse on being able to possibly pass these drivers ahead of you.
And how many of these guys are going to take 2 on their last stop? Are you going to do 4 or are you going to do 2? What do you think?
So if I'm Dalton Tucker, because I'm going to have to pit so early, I take 4. If I'm Joseph Causey, because they have to pit so late, I don't take any tires. I take fuel only. I take the biggest lead I can possibly get, because I'm only going to have to go 6 or 7, maybe 8 laps if I pit at the end of my cycle. 40 laps for Joseph Causey will bring him to 10 to go. If he pits with 8 to go, I think you just get fuel only. You go out there, you just put your hammer down. You just drive it as hard as you can with the old tires. If you don't win, at least you can say you gave it all you had. If you go in there and you get tires with 8 to go, you're giving up 35, 40 seconds on the in the pits. You just get a splash of gas. You're maybe on pit road the entirety from start to finish and stopping in your box, 30 seconds. You're
Absolutely. Sounds like a plan to me.
You're saving 12 seconds so far. The average on pit road time when they've done a 4-tire stop is 42.5 seconds. That's the average time. So you're giving up about 12 more seconds if you come in and get tires than if you just get a splash of fuel just enough to get you to the end. Don't worry about green, white checkers. We haven't had cautions. Just go for it.
Well, Joseph Causey is catching Dalton Tucker.
He is. Causey has 16 lap newer tires than the numbered 11. So Causey is going to have that advantage of new tires, but at the moment, it doesn't really matter because both of them need to pit. It's going to be what they do on the pit stop that really gives them either the win in this race or not the win. And then you also have to look at Nick Goebel, who just got his lap back. He can make it to the end on fuel.
Yeah. And what? Dalton Tucker let him by. Now he's going back by him again. But now he's going to let him go.
If I'm Nick Goebel right now, I don't push super hard right here. I let this race come to me. I don't try to battle Dalton Tucker. I don't waste what I have good on these tires. I don't try to push more fuel out of my car. I drive the line that I've been driving all night. I do what I did at the beginning of this stage, and I just calmly have a Sunday drive around this racetrack for the next 33 laps, and I might luck myself into a victory.
Wouldn't that be some interesting stuff for him to do that? We'll see. I mean, we only we got a little more than 2 handfuls left.
Yeah,
so.
We got 33 laps to go. So we're beginning to get to that period of now Causey's not gaining any time because the tires are kind of evened out. Causey has been short pitted on all night. Everybody is short pit against Joseph Causey. Maybe you short pit here. Get your tires quickly, get them on, put 4, and then you have 32 laps to battle back from the 42 seconds you're going to give up. And you're going to gain 2.5 seconds per lap with 4 brand new tires, as we've seen throughout the night.
Maybe so. And see if we got any races actually going on the track right now. It doesn't look like we have anybody close to each other at all. Everybody's like a second part of each other. So if calamity is going to happen out here, now it's going to be because somebody slaps that wall.
Yeah, we're going to keep an eye on that, Mr. Pepper. But you know what, you guys, we're going to take our second and final commercial break of the evening. You're not going to miss a second of the action as we go side by side here on the Ghost Fire Media Network.
All right, I'm Randy from the Guitar Addict. Can we be serious for a second? Are you tired of being a loser? Can't do anything right? Feel like everyone's coming down on you all the time? Well, there's a way out. And I'm going to show you. Hey Mom, look what I learned. That's right. Pick up a guitar, learn how to play guitar. Automatically you're going to become a chick magnet. The ladies are going to love you. Your kids are going to think you're cool. So what you need to do is come down here to the Guitar Addict, 1672.5 Ridgewood Avenue in Daytona Beach, Florida, or go to guitaraddict.com and buy yourself a guitar and automatically be the star of your neighborhood. That's guitaraddict.com.
The AOLL began online racing in the mid-1990s with Papyrus's NASCAR racing still going strong 27 years later on the iRacing platform. The TNT Series races on Thursday night, running the ARCA Chevy cars for drivers looking to learn and have fun. The Cup Series races on Sunday nights, featuring league veterans and Class A licensed drivers. The Sportsman Division races on Wednesday nights, running the Gander Outdoor trucks with drivers from the Cup and TNT Series. You can catch all of the AOLL racing action right here on Ghostfire Media.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to the Ghostfire Media Network, the IVRL Buttkicker Cup Series. The final session of pit stops has kicked off. We saw Dalton Tucker pit early. He's going to retain his lead over Joseph Causey. Everybody took 4 tires and fuel on that final pit stop right now. Charles Urick, Adam Wood, Harvey Abrams, all looking for a caution to be able to maybe save something here on this race. Charles is going to come down and get his final set of stops done for the evening. Adam Wood will inherit the race lead off of 4. Adam, who led early on in the night, looked like he could be the dominant race car in this race. Made a mistake off of turn 2 about 20 laps into this race. Has struggled ever since with that right side damage. Adam Wood retakes the lead. Has a bit of a moment there. He had that same moment over 120 laps ago and did differently that time. This time, Adam doesn't hit the wall, as Adam is going to come by and lead lap 150 as we have 25 to go here.
Yeah, but I don't think Adam can last the rest of the race, unfortunately. He'll have to lose. He'll lose that. As Cody McKinney, look at the run that Cody McKinney has and Patrick Gaspar. They nearly run into the back of Adam coming up on him. Adam will drift the car up high as Gaspar will go down low, and Adam will have to pit here shortly, I'm sure. Still leading, as everyone, you'll see some guys will come around the leaders now as they have fresh tires, Goodyear tires, and they're nice and cool and ready to go. Adam Wood is your leader over Harvey Abrams by 4 seconds right now. Then it's another 9 seconds back to Dalton Tucker. And Dalton Tucker's the one. Are we watching? No, we're watching Nick Goebel.
Nick Goebel actually pitted the same time as Dalton Tucker, so Nick Goebel unknowingly took his own chance of winning this race away from himself.
Yeah, that's true. Wow, so now it's Dalton Tucker we're going to watch. As Adam Wood still continues to lead, trying to run that car as long as he possibly can, hoping for a caution to come out. But at lap 153, Adam Wood goes up high. Weatherby goes down low. Down the back straightaway. He's actually opened his lead up over Dalton Tucker.
Yeah, Adam cannot make it on field. He pitted at 126. It would be almost 60 laps. It'd be 50, hold on. It'd be 45 from 130. It'd be 40. How many laps? Hold on.
175.
175. So that would be 49 laps. We look at. All right, I'm not saying Adam can't do it, but he can't do it, and he can't win the race at this pace he's going right now. The longest stint we've seen all night was from Joseph Causey in the second stage. 43 laps he ran out of fuel on the next lap under caution. So Adam cannot go 49. There's just no possible way. Adam is sitting up there right now just trying to get a caution. He's just hoping for a caution. He comes in, he gets 4 tires, he comes out as the leader because everybody's going to pit if we get a caution. If you have tires left, come in, get that final set of tires, fuel that thing up for the finish, and then do your best to not lose spots. And don't make mistakes. Don't put yourself in a bad position. And Adam
That's
is a
exactly
king at not putting himself into bad positions.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he's trying to do. But we're sitting here anticipating him pitting here probably in the next 5 to 10 laps.
I would say that's about right. I would say that number 5 to 10. 5 to 10 is probably the correct number. I'd put money on you see him within 5 laps here. He's just going to do whatever he can to get to the, as close as he can to the end before it's over. Before he knows he can't make it.
Yeah, because Dalton Tucker is closing in at a very rapid rate. Because in just a few laps ago, he was nearly 10 seconds behind him. Now he's only 3.5. Actually, make it 2.5. He is coming in a hurry. And there's quite a bit of a gap.
About 8 seconds to cause.
Oh, this is great. Adam Wood just said on the radio, please caution, 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 caution.
He's hoping for one. I don't think we're going to get one. The only battle we have on the track right now is Ryan Cliver and Charles Urich. Unless they get together. Off into 3 and 4. They almost got together there. Urich pushing really hard on Ryan Cliver right now. Cliver's not giving an inch. On the exit of 4, they're going to be side by side to the tri-oval. Off into 1. If these two get together, Adam Wood will get the caution he needs. I just don't see it happening.
That looks like it's equalized itself out.
That battle has evened itself out, taken itself away. And now Adam Wood is within a second of losing the lead. Now it's a 10th. Now he's to the inside and down the backstretch. Dalton Tucker inherits the lead with 15 laps to go.
And Adam Wood will have to pit here shortly, and he'll end up a lap down.
He will.
And he will end up somewhere in the 8th or 9th place.
Yeah, I'd say Adam's going to be lucky to get a top 10 out of this now. Just how long he's been out there.
He was trying. Adam was trying to get a win, but
a win or a top 10 or a top 5 was really what I think he was shooting for. And it just, the strategy did not work out here tonight. The cautions didn't fall where Adam needed them.
Yeah. Things did not fall his way by any means.
Randy, do you know what
but
tonight is?
It's Tuesday night.
Do you know what Tuesday night, October the 12th of 2021 is? It's opening night.
Of what?
Hockey season.
Of what?
A hockey season.
See, I mean, in Florida, we don't really care that much about hockey.
Yeah,
well, I mean,
only just won 2 Stanley Cups in a row. Shut up over there. Shut up. Shut up. If I had 2 Stanley Cups in a row, I'd be jumping for joy. Speaking of Stanley Cups and playoffs, we're going to talk about the MLB playoffs really quick. So we give you the quick Sparks Scores update.
Da-da-da.
In Houston tonight, the Astros finished off round 1 of the 2021 playoffs with a win over the White Sox 10-1 as Houston moves on with a 3-1 series lead. The Brewers and the Braves in the bottom of the 8th with 2 out, none on. Brewers-Braves tied at 4 in Atlanta. I'm sorry, no, that's in Milwaukee. Right? Is it? Yeah, no, it's in Atlanta. Shut up, leave me alone.
Yeah, it's in Atlanta.
Game 4 of the NLDS between the Giants and the Dodgers starts at 9:07 on TBS. Don't forget, 9:07 on TBS if you're a Giants or a Dodgers fan. The Giants can win the series tonight against the Dodgers. If they win this game, they'll go 3-1 in the series. On the return to ESPN for hockey tonight, Hockey Night in America returns with the Pittsburgh Penguins up 2-0 over the Tampa Bay Lightning in the second period with 11 minutes left. And the second game of the night, the Kraken debut against the Vegas Golden Knights in Las Vegas at 10 p.m. on Eastern. The odds have the Vegas Golden Knights winning by a ton. And you know what? If you're a betting man, hammer down on that one. Hammer down on the Golden Knights going over on the Kraken at the Vegas Golden Knights home, the T-Mobile Arena. And that
Golden Knights, the UCF Golden Knights?
Nope, the Las Vegas Golden Knights. I'm sorry, it's Vegas, not Las Vegas, because Las Vegas doesn't sound professional enough. The Vegas Golden Knights. Hammer down if you're a betting man. I only give suggestions. I don't give recommendations. I cannot be held liable for your gambling problem. Gamble responsibly.
That's right. If you have a problem with gambling, please seek help.
I actually won $200 the other night on the Patriots when they faced Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Because Bucks
I
just barely beat them.
I had the Patriots I had the Patriots covering the spread or winning. They covered the spread. They lost by less than 7. I wanted my Patriots to win. I really did. I wanted to show, I'm not a big Bill Belichick fan. I don't like his personality. He's kind of a what's the word? Dick.
Oh, I was going to say just arrogant.
But they lost, and I still won money. So Tom Brady won, which I was happy about, and I won some money on it.
Well, good for you. I don't bet on sports,
I had
Ever
$5
since
sitting in my account, and it was a good line. It was a really good line. I put $5 on it, won 200. I was like, that's a good line. I can't say no to that because I knew the Patriots were going to lose, but I wasn't.
You turned 5 into 200?
Yeah, it was a good
Wow.
line. It was a really good line. I did the boost. I boosted it too.
Wow.
So certain sports books apps like Caesar's Sportsbook, which is the one I use, you can boost. I boosted, and I used my one boost on that one, and it got me to 2. I was pretty stoked about it. I know there's one person I was looking at on Twitter 2 weeks ago in the NFL, and he changed lives. Changed lives. He put down $500, turned it into $121,000. He did the super bet, and it's like 10 bets. If you hit them all in a row, the first one doubles your money, then the second one doubles your money. So it goes from 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 6, and it got to $121,000. Because if you win the 5th bet, it puts your money times 10. No, times 5, and then it doubles it again. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, as you're doing that, well, someone that's putting a whooping on the crowd right now is Dalton Tucker.
Yeah, if you picked Dalton Tucker, his odds were minus 152 coming into tonight. Joseph Causey was minus 148. So it was a pretty close one on who the books in Las Vegas thought was going to win.
Dalton Tucker only has, 3 more laps around the Texas Motor Speedway?
4 more circles to
4
go.
more. 4 more.
Hello, somebody let a dog in the booth. A dog who's very freaked out for some reason. What's wrong?
My dog is on the couch right now sleeping.
My dog is having a stroke for some reason.
Oh, no.
You're all right.
You got bad weather coming your way?
I have no idea. I can't see the race.
Well, right now we have lap 173 is in the book. Dalton Tucker leads by almost 7 seconds over Joseph Causey. 3rd is Jason Miz. 4th is Cody McKinney. 5th is Charles Urick. 6th is Patrick Gaspar. 7th is Ryan Cliver. And back in 8th, it is Adam Wood and Harvey Abram, Nick Goebel, Nicholas Weatherby, who had a great run going on earlier. Now has fallen all the way back to 11th.
I'm okay. I promise I'm okay.
What happened now?
The dog was on top of me.
Oh, okay.
She was sitting on my head. No comments?
The comments in the race is actually getting very good. They're all asking for a caution for some sort, but they're going to get a caution now as lap 175, one more time around. the Texas Motor Speedway for Dalton Tucker as he makes his way off of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway for the last time. The number 11 Exalta Chevrolet makes his way down. He'll pull it down to the middle of the track off of turn number 2 or turn number 3 and off of 4. He's slowing quite a bit. Not sure what's going on there. He's slowing way down. I guess he's going to give Adam Wood his lap back, and he will come across the line to win the race. Dalton Tucker is your winner tonight, with Joseph Causey coming in second, Jason Miz coming in third.
Well, they say there's no limits, and Dalton Tucker put it all on Red tonight, and Red came up.
Red just came up and gave him a tip.
Ooh, a red tip?
A red tip. He gave him just a tip.
Probably go to the doctor if you have a red tip.
Yeah.
Something's wrong. Something's wrong.
Yeah.
Well,
No
Dalton
doubt about
Tucker, your winner here tonight at the Texas Motor Speedway. Third place is a shocker. Jason Miz comes home in third tonight.
You realize that 14th and 13th were both in the top 3. It's crazy.
Oh,
the guy
yeah,
that
yeah,
started
you're
dead
right.
last. Yeah, dead last. And then third was the guy that started 13th.
Well, the strategy worked out for him. We're going to pull the number 89 of Jason Miz up here with us. Jason, it's Nick and Randy up in the booth. You got a copy.
Yes, I do.
Well, congratulations on that third place finish here tonight. Pretty good strategy calls all night. They fell your way at the end. How does it feel to come home third?
Well, it feels great against the talent that's in this league for sure. It was one more lap. Cody would have definitely had me for sure.
Well, you started 13th. You came home third, so that was a big run. I mean, and you actually, I think you showed up like 5 minutes before the race started. So did you have any practice prior to the race?
No.
No.
A couple laps during practice, but that was about it.
Oh, awesome run. So it took you a couple stages to figure out what the car was doing, and then that last stage, it was go time.
Yep. Just filling it out. Didn't have a very good qualifying lap. Hit the wall. Had to restart. So I knew it was going to be a learning process through the race, but I'm happy with the results for sure.
I would be definitely a podium for sure, man. Good job.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, let's go ahead and pull his teammate up into the booth. The number 88 at Joseph Causey. Joseph, it's Nick Randy. You got a copy. You know the drill.
Yes, I do.
Well, this doesn't happen very often. Finished second.
I know.
How you feel?
I mean, you know, we got the winner that's winning, you know, and then competing for the points. So, you know, I see as I'm the first winner of the points.
He's put in a positive spin on there, Nick.
Well, so I can officially tell you you're locked into the round of 4.
I don't doubt it. After that little finish I had on the second stage.
Let's go ahead and see here. You had 103 playoff points coming into tonight. You leave with 104 because you won a stage, and you got almost max points here tonight. So you're going to be like 120 points above the cutoff. Like, you don't even have to show up the next 2 weeks if you don't want to. Let somebody else get a chance to win. You know,
No. We got to keep that
come
point.
on.
Got to keep that point buffer. I like my buffer.
well, you're not going to have a buffer going into the final race of the season anyway. You have to finish first, or not win the championship.
All I gotta let it do is let Dalton Tucker win. It just comes second.
Well, we have a word that we heard that Blake Gordon was coming back to run Martinsville.
Okay, that's fine.
No, he's not.
Awesome.
Trust me. Trust me. I
He
know
was going to
Blake.
wreck the whole field
Trust
out
me,
again.
I know Blake. He's not coming back to run Martinsville.
I thought it would be kind of funny.
If
He
Blake
wrecked
was
the
going
whole
to come
field.
back, it definitely wouldn't be at Martinsville.
No, it wouldn't be Martinsville. But it would have been funny. Anyways, hey, great run there, Josh.
Josh.
You know, there's really nothing to talk about with this guy.
I'm having a hard
anymore.
time. Causey, I'm having a hard time. I mean, yeah, what else can we say to you? I mean, you come in, you dominate most of the time, and tonight we saw somebody else beat you, and it was like, well, I guess he's got to lose sometimes. So
I mean, he played the right strategy on coming in early with as many laps as he did and only slapping on rights and freaking getting the fuel that he needed. So I was trying to eat into his lead on my first stop, but you know, after so long, the tires started falling off, and you know, I was only gaining like 7/10 near the end, and I wasn't cutting it near the end. I needed to be like a second away from him by the time he pitted, for it to make it interesting.
Yep. You need to do something else. I mean, you're 3 seconds, so it could have been just one thing could have made it that much better.
I should have just followed him and did what he did, but oh well.
I was wondering why you didn't.
I was trying something different.
Hey, when you got that big of a buffer and you don't need to win to get into the Final Four, you just, you can do what you want. His name is Joseph Causey, and he does what he wants.
I do what I want.
That's right.
I don't have to listen to you. I do what I want. Anyhow, Joseph, it's great talking to you as always, but, you know.
Heck yeah.
Put me to sleep because I talk to you so much. Your voice is just so calming now.
No. Josh,
do I whisper sweet nothings to you?
You don't have to whisper sweet nothings. I've heard you say pretty much everything under the sun in the vocabulary of the English and the Spanish languages. I can just think of it now.
Yeah, Joseph Causey.
Joseph Causey. How you doing? Anyhow. Oh. Folks, we have breaking news. Harvey Abrams has talked to the town that the Texas Motor Speedway is in, and they have voted to bulldoze it.
Oh, I thought they were going to give it, name it after Joseph Causey.
No,
I wish they would freaking get rid of 1 and 2, whatever they did. They took 1 and 2 in Kentucky. They made 1 and 2, 3 and 4 of Kentucky, and did whatever with 3 and 4, and that's 1 and 2 in Kentucky.
Listen, I was saying in the pre-race show, before we get Dalton in here, I was saying in the pre-race show that you could fit the USS Nimitz down the backstretch because it's so freaking wide. In the corners, you could put a Boeing 747, and then in 1 and 2, you could put that big Russian plane because it's so freaking wide, the wings would fit, and then you could put about 60 passenger cars behind it. It's as wide as Talladega in points. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think it's stupid whatever they did to 1 and 2 here. It's retarded.
I would agree. All right, Joseph. Another good night of points, and we will see you next week and see how well you do at that track.
Heck yeah. What is it, Kansas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully I don't crash. First, second lap, whatever.
Are you
that
sure
was.
you don't want to go back home? You don't want to turn to the line and not have a brain?
I like to finish that one a little bit better than what I did last time.
Listen, you won Bonehead Move of the Week that one.
Yeah,
I know.
He's got to redeem himself.
All right, Joseph. Good luck.
All right, thanks, ass.
See ya.
All right, now we're going to pull the winner of the race in. The number 11 this week, Dalton Tucker. He changes car numbers and and owners each week, but they keep the same sponsors. I'm very proud of him for at least being consistent with the Exalta. Dalton, it's Nick and Randy in the booth. Get a copy.
I got you, man.
Now, congratulations on your second win in a row, third win of the season. How does it feel to come in here tonight? And again, the first 2 stages, I was saying at the end of the first stage, I didn't see enough to think that you were going to be able to win this race. And then in the third stage, you just came out here and flat out wiped the floor again.
With these smaller fields, you can just kind of play it safe early on and don't show too much, and then just do what you need to in the third stage.
Would you like to see us have like 40-car fields again?
Absolutely. It's way more fun, more strategy, more everything.
Well, we're hoping all 40 drivers show up for the last race of the season. We're petitioning for that.
If
Yeah,
not,
it'll
I'm
be-
going to put the
there'll be a
AI
lot.
in here.
Oh, don't do that.
And turn them at 100%.
I'm okay getting beat by a person, but getting beat by AI is kind of
Turns you
Yeah.
off? Does it make you want to do this anymore?
yeah, it makes me just want to throw the computer out the window.
Well, I mean, the NASCAR Coca-Cola iRacing Series is off after tonight. Tonight's their championship race, so I'll give Casey Kerwin a call, see if he wants to come race.
Oh Lord, be seeing his rear bumper the whole time.
For sure. So, hey, good win tonight, man. Like Nick said, we did not expect you with those 2 tire stops to be here in victory lane. We thought you might get caught back one more lap down, but you made it work, and you never seem to surprise us. So we have to say that. So congratulations on another win. Maybe next week at Kansas you can do it again.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I was sitting there after I took the 2 tires. I came out, I was doing a couple laps. Everybody was quiet, and then all of a sudden someone said, "So how's those 2 tires driving?" I was like, "Oh, I don't want to say nothing." And then I said, "Oh, they're fine." And he said, "Yeah, I saw it on the broadcast." I was like, "Oh, dang it."
They were watching the broadcast. Can you believe that?
I was like, "Hey, cheating."
Yeah, it's surprising how many people actually watch us and listen to what we say. I don't know why.
If I was watching it and racing, I'd end up hitting everything out there.
I can barely race without crashing into everything.
Shoot, I have to have all the little black boxes off the screen. I can't have any distractions. I can't look at everything and then concentrate.
Well, congratulations again, and we will see you in Kansas.
Sounds good, man. Appreciate it.
All right.
All right, Mr. Pepper. You know who we're going to pull in really quick because I want to ask him something?
Oh, Adam Wood?
No, he's gone. Never mind. We're not going to pull him
Oh.
in. He's gone. Anyhow, well, Randy, take us home.
All right, folks, you've been watching the race here at Texas Motor Speedway, the IVRL Buttkicker Series. We're down to just a handful of races left to see who's going to win the Buttkicker. So from Texas Motor Speedway, I'm Randy Pepper. That's Nick Adams. We'll see you next week here on the Ghost Fire Media Network. We'll see you Friday night in the podcast, too. Bye.
Thank you for watching iRacing on the Ghost Fire Media Network.